Only 2 days are left. Your exam is just day after tomorrow. And in these 2 days, what should be done? What is the ideal strategy or study plan to be followed for the last 2 days before exam? Hello everyone. Namaskar. I'm Sonam Sandhu from PT Made Easy, and in this session we are going to focus on the things we need to do in the last 2 days before exam. So watch the video until the end. You'll understand every single thing in detail, and please simply do not focus on hard work. Simply do not focus on practicing a lot of questions in the last 2 days. Let's get started. So first of all, when we know that we have our exam just day after tomorrow, so what exactly do we need to do? Okay, so first of all, we need to focus on high priority tasks. Okay, now when we are talking about high priority tasks, we have total of 4 modules in the PTE exam: speaking, reading, listening, and writing. So for the speaking module, we simply need to focus on read aloud, repeat sentence, and retell lecture. These three tasks we are going to focus on more in the last 2 days. We'll not be practicing describe image and short question answers in the last 2 days. We'll simply focus on these three question types: read aloud, repeat sentence, and retell lecture. As we know, these three are going to give us more marks. So we'll practice a few questions of these three tasks. Proceeding further to the reading part. In the reading part, I'll just suggest you to focus on fill in the blanks. Nothing else you need to do. Only focus on fill in the blanks. Be it reading and writing fill in the blanks or only reading fill in the blanks. But focus on both the things. Reading and writing fill in the blanks and simple reading fill in the blanks. Okay. These fill in the blanks will help you in scoring well in your reading exam. And these two are the ones in which you need to perform very well in your exam. Okay. Or on your exam. Now, proceeding to the third module, listening part. In the listening part, focus the most on write from dictation and fill in the blanks. These two tasks are going to give you a lot of scores. So please follow my strategy. Write from dictation rather than writing down the notes in those 7-8 seconds, because they are going to just play an audio of 5 to 7 seconds, and in that particular audio you'll get to hear one sentence. Rather than writing down the notes, it's better you memorize it. It's better you listen to the same carefully. And even if you want to write down something, write it directly onto the screen, because this will help you in memorizing it. Okay, so please do it. Simply follow the same: listen, memorize, and write. L, M, and W. And for the speaking repeat sentence, follow listen, memorize, and speak. LMS. You simply need to follow these two strategies for write from dictation and repeat sentence. Now, talking about the fourth one, the writing part. In the writing part, I'll just ask you to focus only on the templates. Only revise the template for the essay writing part. This template will help you in scoring well, and even not in scoring well, it is going to help you a lot in writing an essay effectively in 20 minutes. You all know writing an essay effectively in 20 minutes is not that easy task. So in order to make this arduous task easy, you should revise the template. That template should be in your mind, and you should have practiced at least 10 essay using the same template until now. I believe you all have. If you have not, please go through my template video and you'll know how to practice the same template, how to practice some questions. And there is even one video in which I have shared 2023 latest exam questions of PTE essay writing. You may go and check out that video as well. The link is available above. Now, this was the first tip, and the first tip was focusing on high priority tasks. Now, we'll proceed to the second tip. So, what exactly is the second tip? Second tip basically here is to focus on time management. Okay, so we have simply discussed the first one. So, the first one is focus on high priority tasks. I have already explained you which all are high priority tasks. Now, second thing that you need to focus on is the time management things. You know, writing is the task which is timed individually, but speaking is not. If we focus or if we spend more time on describe image as well as on short question answers, we are going to save, or basically we are going to waste a lot of our time. Rather than wasting that time, utilize the time in solving the high scoring tasks. So that's what time management is. So as far as the time management strategy is concerned, I would recommend you to focus more on the tasks which are going to give you more marks. So, for example, speaking is not timed individually. I would recommend you to focus on repeat sentence. I would also recommend you to focus on read aloud as well as retell lecture in the speaking part. Now, coming to the reading part, if you are going to devote a lot of time on the multiple choice questions in reading as well as in the listening part, you'll end up scoring very less, or you'll end up failing the exam, and that's what I do not want. And I'm pretty sure you all also do not want the same. So, what I would suggest here, I would simply suggest one thing here, and that thing is this only. So, when it comes to MCQs, okay, so for per one question of MCQ, do not spend more than 40 seconds. 40 seconds are more than enough for multiple choice question, okay, and do not spend more than 2 minutes on one fill in the blank. Simply reread it at the end and proof check it at the end, but finish every single question, okay. Do not leave any question, okay. So fill in the blanks, 2 minutes. And it is possible to do the same. I have already explained doing the same with the help of my reading mock test video. That's a reading full mock test video in which I have covered every single question type. I have explained you the time strategy, the time management plan that we need to follow for the reading full mock test. You can check out that video above. Now, if you have been preparing for the PTE exam and that too for quite a long time, but you are still confused how to prepare, when to appear for exam, and you have not booked the exam, but you are just watching this video what to do 2 days before exam, I would suggest you to simply go for our sessions. We have the most affordable sessions available, so you can simply join my session. Our next batch is starting from 11th December. 11th December, and the timings are going to be 7 to 8 p.m. So simply come and join us. And for the same, you can contact or you can WhatsApp the number given below. So talking about the third tip here, and the third tip here is to revise the spellings. If you commit any spelling mistake in the listening part, you are going to get very less score. So basically it will be zero for fill in the blanks. One incorrect spelling will be, it will be zero. I do not want you to do that. So simply focus on the spellings in which you are committing mistakes. For example, I would suggest you to go through all the tests you have done until today. So talking about the third tip here, and the third tip here is to revise the spellings. I know many of you end up committing so many spelling mistakes. So I would recommend you to go through all the spellings in which you committed mistakes in during the preparation days, during the practice days, and what can be done. The best strategy here is to go through those spellings, and if you have not prepared any notebook, I always suggest all my learners, all the learners of PTE Made Easy, what they do, they have a separate vocabulary notebook. So we encourage all the learners to prepare the separate vocabulary notebook, and every single day when they practice questions, and every single time they come across a particular difficult word, okay, they write that down in the vocabulary notebook, and that vocabulary notebook is the savior. That vocabulary notebook is the notebook which they are going to use in the last 2 days of the exam. But if you're not a student of ours, you simply follow the same strategy and you simply recommend the same to other students as well. Go through all the difficult spellings or go through all the words in which you committed spelling mistakes in the past during your preparation and practice days, and revise those spellings so that you do not commit even a single mistake. Okay, what happens when you commit a single spelling error in the exam? You get zero for that blank. For example, listening, fill in the blank, it will be zero if there is a spelling mistake. It will be zero if there is a spelling mistake in the right from dictation part as well. So you need to focus on the same. Actually, in the right from dictation part, if one spelling is getting है ना, if the one spelling is wrong, you're going to, some marks will get deducted. For the second spelling, some other marks है ना, some more marks will get deducted. I don't want you to commit some such mistakes, so simply focus on the spellings. For example, we know the word lieutenant, okay, but the spelling is not like such. Okay, the spelling is different. It is Lieutenant. So you might be pronouncing it lieutenant, but it is not lieutenant. It is lieutenant. Lieutenant. Okay. So we need to know the correct spelling of the same, and it came in one of the exams as well. Okay. So write down the difficult spelling. For example, concierge. Concierge. But the pronunciation is different. Spelling is this. Concierge. ठीक है, lieutenant. So you need to take care of spellings of such difficult words. Coming to the fourth tip, these are the things which you need to follow simply in the last 2 days, ठीक है, of the exam, or last 2 days or 2 days before exam, because if you are going to practice every single thing in the last 2 days, you will end up getting exhausted and you will not be able to perform pretty well. I'm pretty sure you're not going to perform well in your exam. So that's what I want. I want you to perform well on your exam day, and for the same, simply follow these 5 things only. Okay. Now talking about the fourth tip. What is the fourth tip here? Fourth tip is actually practice as much as you can for the reading part. Only for the reading part. Only for the reading fill in the blanks. Okay. Reading fill ups, be it drop down blanks, be it reading and writing blanks, or be it the options blank. So simply you need to practice fill in the blanks as much as possible. So I would recommend you to practice 10 questions on the each on the last 2 days. So 10 questions on the day, ठीक है, second last day, 10 questions on the final day before exam. So simply follow the same. Okay, for reorder paragraphs, I'll just suggest you to practice in total 10 questions so you do not end up getting confused in the examination hall. Now, last but not least, that's like revising the templates. Okay. If you have not gone through my template video, simply go through the same. You go through the template video, the speaking describe image template. Okay. So go through the speaking describe image template video, go through the retail lecture template video, listening template video. So simply revise all the templates a night before exam, so you do not forget any template on the or at the time of the exam. Simply follow the same. Revise all the important templates. And for the same, I always recommend all my learners to prepare a notebook. Only one notebook would do. And in the same notebook, you can prepare the vocabulary part on half side. Okay? In the first half side, and the templates part in the latter half side. So you may simply revise everything in the last 2 days so that you do not get confused during your exam time. So revise all the important templates. So this is all for last 2 days, and yes, do not panic, do not take unnecessary stress. If you have not gone through my video how to overcome stress during exam days, I know during the preparation days, practice days as well, we end up taking a lot of stress, and because of the same, we are not able to perform well. You may go through my video. The video will be available on the end screen. You may go through that video. You'll get to know how you can overcome stress during exam days, and you'll even get to know how do you need to prepare well in order to achieve your desired band scores, or in order to get your desired marks. Okay, so simply follow the same. And if you have any problem related to this, you can ask in the comment section. Now go through that video, overcome stress during exam. Thank you so much. Bye bye, and I'll see you again in the next video.